Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, June 25th. We're looking at the last 2 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And on a day where, early on, sellers tried to take control by taking out yesterday's low. Remember, we had a double distribution day yesterday. Single prints, trend day down. It turned into a B. After trading in the lower end all day, we push out this morning only to get rejected right away. We go totally rotational. Remember when I said how important M period is the next day a lot of times? Well, look at this. Once we got into M period and A, we traded M's range basically the entire day until algos gone wild in L and M. We had a chance for a trend day up early, failed, only to get a trend day in the last two time frames and a price probe. Pretty amazing, if you ask me. I had a decent day, nothing special at all. Not an easy day to trade. I was looking to fade. The best trade of the day I took was K's low, the afternoon pullback low. I was looking for that. I was looking to fade shorts. I was looking to fade new highs. Didn't do it in G. I didn't want to be the innovator. It never happened in H, I, and J. I did do it in L and escape with my life. I took some decent size twice, and 2 times I got lucky enough for it to come in just a bit to take them off the table and make money on them. As far as the whole day trading, well, in B period, I took a long versus the opening to get to yesterday's POC. So B open, did not take out. We took out A's high to one time frame up, came back in, held the opening, got long, rode it to POC. Nice trade to start the day. C period, open with single prints. Now, I always tell you this: if we do not take out this previous time frames high, generally those single prints will fill. Well, I got involved, not a lot, but I got involved around here, thinking we would take out the high. Well, I was wrong. Came down, filled the single prints. I added size around C's low above the opening. It went back up. It turned out to be a good trade. However, it would have been a much better trade if I didn't take the long right away. Actually, I'd gotten short once C didn't take out B's high, because then I know my out. And then I could have rode the short down to fill the singles and then gotten long. Still a good trade. It was not an easy trade, and it was not the right trade initially when C didn't take out B's high. I took a short in D period. We opened. We had some really poor structure. Took a short and got it as it came back down and filled it. I did the same thing in G, but not at the high, and it was really poor structure, which, as you can see it all the way down here. Look at the gaps, and I'm in 8-tick increments. It didn't get all the way back down, but it worked out for me. At the time, it didn't get all the way back down. It finally did. Best trade of the day by far is my afternoon pullback low. Came in, took a nice size position, started riding it back up, took the rest off right before POC. We ended 10 wide, and then I watched. Well, I did take those 2 shorts in L, but then once I escaped with my life and made a little money on those puts, just watch L and M run wild. Trend. So it is a trend day up. It's not a balanced day anymore. We have single prints and a price probe. So destinations for tomorrow. For the upside, it'll be today's high of 307.64, then 310.51 daily high, and then filling the gap at 311.61, and above that the price probe. Right, we had a price probe from June 23rd. At 312.11, and then 313.50, which was 11 wide from that day. Remember, we still have that island reversal gap. That's one of 2 we have. For the downside, L's high. That's the price probe, 306.98. Then below that, the trend day, 306.17, the single print start. Get filled at G's high of 305.27. 304.38, D's high was 10 wide. 303.50 was the afternoon pullback low for today, and then today's low of 301.28. And then let's go to the charts. Monthly, 3 days to go in the month, one time framing up. We got above May's high. We were way below it. Got above it. Still one time framing up. Weekly. Dip below 302.50 again today by a lot, 301.28. But again, only spent a little time there. Got above it. That's the key. Right now, with 1 day to go in the week, it looks like there's a very good chance for an inside week, which will set up for beautiful opportunities next week, especially with the end of the quarter at the end of the half year on Tuesday of next week. And then the daily, once again, we actually dipped below the 200-day moving average. We were trading in the lower distribution from yesterday, good part of the day, only to really rip higher. Now, we know how M period acts sometimes. Now, L period also ripped high. That was the start of it. So we'll see if that continues tomorrow. We are one time framing down for 2 days. So it's still down. Gap is still my main focus, right? Island reversal. We'll see if we're going to be able to take one, if not both of them back. The bears had their opportunity today, right? After trading sideways all afternoon yesterday. They open today, take out yesterday's low, have a chance. There's nothing below us, literally nothing below us to last week's low and that gap. Get below the 200, get below the 302.50 level, and they absolutely fail again. So it remains to be seen what side really wants to take control as we are starting to form a huge balance here. I'm still calling it down for now, but we're starting to get into a big balance on the daily and the weekly with that inside week. I hope you had a good day trading today. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.